Greetings. Hi, this is Balakrishnan again. Welcome to BALAS Accountancy Special Classes. We will be concluding today. I repeat, concluding today is the chapter depreciation, and the topic being scheduled is asset disposal account. I repeat, asset disposal account. Well, we find that in a business, disposal of assets takes place very often. All along, the profit or loss was ascertained in the asset account itself by reflecting the relevant entries thereof. If the business wants to know in a particular year, the complete picture of the asset disposals that have taken place during a particular year, it has to inspect each and every asset account wherever disposal entries have been recorded. Thereafter, a required statement has to be prepared listing out each and every disposal after scrutinizing the complete assets accounts of the business. To alleviate this tedious process, an asset disposal account may be operated. Briefly, the original value of asset in case provision for depreciation account is maintained, or the book value of the asset in case no provision for depreciation account is maintained, will be transferred from the asset account with this journal entry. What's the journal entry? Asset disposal account debtor to asset account. Okay, this is an asset disposal ledger. Okay, journal entries are being reflected. Okay. Further, in case the provision for depreciation account is maintained, one more transfer entry will be required to ensure the book value is reflected in the asset ledger. That will be nothing but provision for depreciation account debtor to asset disposal account. That is nothing but asset disposal account is credited by provision for depreciation account. Okay. These transfers will ensure that the book value of each and every item being disposed of being reflected in this asset disposal account. Further entries to be shown in this asset disposal account are: for realization of assets, bank account debtor to disposal, asset disposal account, or asset disposal account is credited by bank account. And in case it happens to be net loss, statement of profit and loss debtor to asset disposal account, or in other words, asset disposal account is credited by statement of profit and loss. And in case it's a gain, means reverse the entry. Okay, that means asset disposal account debtor to statement of profit and loss. This set of entries will ensure that the asset disposal account is automatically closed without having any balance in the account. You will never have any balance in the asset disposal account provided you have done it properly. Okay. Well, in the exam, mostly whenever the asset disposal account is asked, provision for depreciation account also given. Well, let me move to the sharing session where I'll be giving you the question paper, answer worked out with entry by entry explanation, extra. Of course, a provision method I'm working out. Thank you. Well, students, the question I'm going to work out is question number 33, practical question number 33, page number 16.62, DK Goel, Cbse 2019. Let me read out the question for you. On 1st June 2010, Kedarnath Limited purchased a machinery for rupees 27 lakhs. Depreciation is provided at rate of 10% per annum on diminishing balance method, and the books are closed on 31st March each year. On 1st October 2012, a part of the machinery purchased on 1st June 2010 for rupees 6 lakhs was sold. I repeat here, a part of the machinery purchased. Well, it was sold for rupees 3,50,000, and on the same date, another machinery was purchased for rupees 8 lakhs. You are required to show machinery account, provision for depreciation account, and machinery disposal account. Well, the answer hints are: balance of machinery account on 31st March 2013, rupees 29 lakhs. Balance of provision for depreciation account on 31st March 2013, rupees 5,80,750. Loss on sale of machinery, rupees 1,20,250. Well, as usual, let us approach in a very comfortable way by listing out the salient features of this sum. The predominant feature is what I told in between. Only a part of the first machine has been sold. So it is essential, based on the original value of this part, we have to arrive at its pending depreciation or on 1st June 2010, only for that year, to account the pending depreciation and also the accumulated depreciation till date. 2, it's under WDV. 3, 10% is the rate. 4, 31st March is the financial year end. 5, they have asked us to prepare the machinery disposal account, and a provision for depreciation account is also given. So all the 3 accounts we have to prepare: machinery account, provision for depreciation account, and machinery disposal account. Well, I am preparing the depreciation account also, so that it becomes full-fledged and full double entries are reflected in our complete set of accounts. Thank you. Well, question number 33. Salient features I have already mentioned just now. First transaction, a purchase on 1st June 2010 for 27 lakhs. Plant and machinery account debtor to bank 27 lakhs. We find nothing else happened during this financial year. So let's just close the accounts one by one. Yes, this is asset account carried forward. It has to be maintained in its original cost because we are under provision method. Well, depreciation account. I find the depreciation as 2,25,000. Entry will be depreciation account debtor to provision for depreciation. And now how I got this 2,25,000? 27 lakhs into rate into 10 by 12. That is this amount. Why 10 by 12? Because got purchased on which date? 1st June. That means April and May, it was not in the picture. Hence 10 months. Okay. Naturally, corresponding entry by depreciation in the provision for depreciation account. 2,25,000 over. Next year also, we find nothing happened. Even if the sale has happened in 2012, it is beyond April. I mean, it's beyond March 31st. So it's in the following financial year only. So repetitive work in this year also. I brought down the balances. Plant and machinery, 27 lakhs. Depreciation, of course, we transferred to the profit and loss account, hence no balance. And provision for depreciation account, we have brought down the balance. Okay, 2,25,000. Now, I find this particular year's depreciation in respect of the item is how much? 2,47,500. How did I get it? It's nothing but last year's book value was 24,75,000. How did I get it? 27 lakhs minus depreciation. That's the book value. On that opening book value, full 1 year's depreciation happens to be 2,47,500. That I am accounting here. Okay. 2,47,500. Corresponding entry here, 2,47,500. And let us close this account. Plant account as usual, same. Depreciation. Current year's depreciation has been transferred to statement of profit and loss. And as far as the provision for depreciation account is concerned, it got increased to 4,72,500. We had opening this much. With current year's depreciation, it is gradually growing 4,72,500. Well, that's all. Now let us move to the next financial year. We find in the next financial year, on 1st October 2012, a sale has taken place in respect of a part of this 27 lakhs, original value being 6 lakhs. So we have to be careful in extracting 2 amounts. Number one, what is the pending depreciation in respect of this amount for this kind of financial year? Well, it is like this. How much is the pending depreciation in respect of this financial year? What's the amount? First of all, original amount was 6 lakhs. First year 50,000 gone, 5,50,000. Second year on that 10%, 55,000. So year beginning 4,95,000. For that 6 months depreciation in the current year, it happens 24,750. How? 4,95,000 into rate into 6 by 12. Why 6 months? On 1st October 12. That means April to September and only this part of the machine sustained me. So 6 months. It happens to be 24,750. Let me account this first now. As usual, the entry will be depreciation account debtor to provision for depreciation 24,750 on the date of sale. Correspondingly, the same date I have to show that amount in my provision for depreciation account. Yes, this one, right? Over. Now I be after getting the accumulated depreciation because I had to take off the complete accumulated depreciation from the date of purchase till the date of sale from the asset in respect of this 6 lakhs original value. Well, it is like this. We find 4,95,000 as the year beginning on 1/4/2012. Under proportional depreciation, we have found 24,750. So this minus this, like 70,250 is the book value on that date of sale. So 6 lakhs minus 4,70,250, you get 1,29,750. That is depreciation we are charged of all along. We can also find out in other way. Every year, find first year 50,000, next year 1,05,000, again this 24,750. If you add all this plus this also, you will get 1,29,750. That is the accumulated depreciation in respect of this item that has been sold. Okay, let us account that. Okay, what will be the entry for it? We have to take it off from the asset account, or you have learned the journal entry, provision for depreciation account debtor to plant and machinery, 1,29,750. Correspondingly, it has to come in the plant and machinery also. Clear? Yes. Now, next part. We realized 3,50,000. So bank to plant and machinery. By bank, 3,50,000. Now, whether it's a profit or loss. Well, 4,70,250 was the book value on the date of sale. How did you get it? Year beginning minus the depreciation accounted for 6 months. This is the book value on the date of sale. Against that, we realized 3,50,000. Naturally, loss to the extent of 1,20,250. What's the entry for it? I have already explained you. Statement of P&L account debtor to asset or plant and machinery is credited by statement of profit and loss 1,20,250. Now what happened? Year-end customary depreciation. First, let us calculate it, how much it comes. Be very careful about it. In respect of that 6 lakhs part, the book value at the year beginning is 4,95,000. I repeat, in respect of the item that has been sold, which had a book value of 6 lakhs, year beginning value was 4,95,000. Let us remove that summarily from here. Yes, from this minus this, I get 70,32,500 on that full year's depreciation. With balance item on the written down value method, we have calculated full year's depreciation. That happens to be 1,73,250. Let us account that now. Depreciation account to provision for depreciation 1,73,250. Well, one. But there has been yet another purchase on the same day. They purchased one more machine for 8 lakhs on the same date. On the date of sale. On the date of sale, there has been a purchase for how much amount? 8 lakhs. So, plant and machinery to bank 8 lakhs. For that depreciation also, we have to calculate depreciation in respect of the machine 2. 8 lakhs into rate into 6 by 12. Because 6 months only. From October 1st to March 6 months is sustained. That happens to be 40,000. So that also we have to account here. So total depreciation for the year is 2,13,250. Okay. If you want again, so that 1,73,250 in respect of the first lot, and in respect of the additional machine I purchased 40,000. So together we are showing this much, 2,13,250. Naturally, your entry has to be shown here also, 2,13,250. Now what to do? Now nothing but year-end balancing. Okay. Well, first asset account. Asset account balancing, I find that as usual balance, total the heaviest side, put the same total across, find the difference, I find 29 lakhs. This in a very simple way you can calculate also. I had 27 lakhs. Out of that, I sold off book original value of 6 lakhs, so 21 lakhs. Again, I purchased 8 lakhs, so 29 lakhs over. Depreciation account, as usual, has been transferred to statement of profit and loss. In fact, depreciation account, they are not asked, but I'm doing that also. Okay. Now we have to balance the provision for depreciation account. As usual, balancing any account. Total the heaviest side, this is side, put it here, and you find the balance as 5,80,750. Balancing the ledger, everything I told you now, that's your day-to-day work. Total the heavier side, put it across, find the difference, indicate against balance, carry forward. Now I have got the responsibility to convince you. The answers what I have got is in agreement with whatever the author has told. Well, as far as the asset balance is concerned, he has told it is 29 lakhs. And also he has told the loss in respect of the sale of the asset is 1,20,250. Further, he has told the balance in the depreciation, provision for depreciation account is 5,80,750. So all these answer hints, whatever he has given, are in agreement with whatever I want. Okay. I hope I explained to each and every entry to your satisfaction. Okay, take care. See you soon. Thank you.